Hey, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the movie Fantastic Beasts and the Crimes of Grindelwald. Now this is a sequel to Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. And of course you know this is also I think the 10th film in the overall Wizarding World franchise, you know, which consists of like the Harry Potter films, and then now you have these two Fantastic Beasts films, you know. Now I wasn't too big of a fan of the last Fantastic Beasts, you know, Where to Find Them. I thought it was like okay, you know, but this particular one right here, I found myself really enjoying this one, you know. I thought it was like an improvement over what they did with the last one, you know. But I did enjoy this one much more, you know. I thought it was like a better film, you know, and I was surprised, so I didn't expect it, you know. Now this film was also directed by David Yates, and he also directed the previous film, you know. And you also have Eddie Redmayne returning to like the role of Newt, you know. He's also back in the film too as well. Yeah, Newt Scamander, because this time he has to take out the character Grindlewald, and that's played by Johnny Depp, you know, because they actually broke him into like the last film. That's when we actually got to see him for the first time, you know. So he's actually out to take him out, because the film does open with like Grindlewald, like him escaping, you know, and they have to actually find out what happened to him, where he's at, then they had to track him down and take him out. Credence, because you know he was like in the previous film too as well. Now his character Grindlewald, like Johnny Depp's character, is actually trying to pursue him, you know, I think to actually bring him up with him and have him join like his group, you know. I think that's what's going on with that particular thing, because you could tell they're actually like saving like more of the plot for like further films in this series, you know. But that's one of like the other major plot points of the film, and it's actually like a surprise there too, because I was even kind of surprised at how the actual reveal of like that character Credence, you know, that Ezra Miller is playing. Like the way his story turned out, you know, I thought I was kind of surprised at what happened with it. You know, it was like a surprise in it, you know. I didn't know, because I didn't read like none of the books or anything like that, you know. Overall, I felt like the film had like a bunch of characters like to focus on. You also get to set the usual beasts, like for Newt when he's actually capturing them, then he puts them inside his bag. I think that's still kind of cool, how you can capture like these like massive like creatures, you know, and he'll put them inside his bag, you know, like it's a suitcase that he carries, you know, and he actually can take them out and use them. I think that's still kind of cool, you know, like a cool little concept. But I thought his performance as usual was like pretty good. Eddie Redmayne as Newt Scamander, I thought he did a good job again, you know. And you also have Dan Fargo returning as Jacob, you know, and he's actually like the friend of Newton, like his right hand man, you know. He's back in that role, you know. And you also have Alison Sudol, I think that's how I pronounce her name, as Queenie, and she's like the love interest of Jacob's character. Because at one point, this is like spoiler territory, she actually I think casts like a spell on him or something like that to actually get him to want to marry her or something like that. It was kind of funny, you know, but they kind of stand out in the film too as well. You have Ezra Miller, like I said, as Credence, you know, he's like back in it this time, and it's like he's leaning more towards like a kind of like a darker side, you know. But you can still tell that the character itself has like good elements, you know, so I don't know what's really going to happen to him overall. You have Zoe Kravitz as Letta Lestrange, and she has like a past relationship with Newton's characters, like when he was actually like a kid, you know. She actually has like a relationship and a connection to his character, and also like a major connection to another character in the story too, but I'm not going to spoil it, you know. Also have Jude Law in the role of Dumbledore, you know, and he actually sends Newt after Grindelwald too as well, you know, and I think he even wants him like to track down like Credence too as well. Yeah, that's like a part of too what's going on too as well, you know. You also have Johnny Depp, and I thought he was pretty cool, like in his role of as Grindelwald. I thought that was pretty cool, you know, the way he played the character, you know. I thought that was kind of awesome, you know. But I'm like a fan of his films anyway, you know, like Johnny Depp. Another standout role in the film too, from my opinion, was Yusuf Kama, and he's played by William, I think, Nadilam, and he's like a French like wizard, you know, who has been spending many years trying to track down Credence, you know. And he also has like a connection to like one of the other characters in the film. Like I said, it's like spoiler territory. But his character really did like stand out too as well. Like Yusuf, I thought he's like a pretty interesting character. There's like the film is like it's like a bunch of characters throughout the film, so I'm not going to touch them all because it's just like so many, you know. I was trying to hit each one that really kind of stood out, you know. But I decided to just keep it there, you know. But like the visuals of the film, I thought like the pacing of the film was like more entertaining and better than it was in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I thought it was like a much overall better experience than that, you know. And this actually got me kind of excited about looking at another one, you know, like another Fantastic Beasts if they just do decide to like another one. Because I think this is supposed to be like a 5-film series or something like that if I'm not mistaken. So I'm not sure if they're gonna do that, you know. But I actually want to return back to the last one, you know, and watch it again, you know. Maybe it'll grow on me, you know, and I can get like a better understanding of it, you know. But I still think like the beasts and stuff that they have, like in like, the film and so on, you know, like the magical spells whenever they're casting them and so on, I thought it was pretty cool, you know. The character of Grindlewald, like I said, he doesn't seem to be like too overly evil, you know. It does seem like he has like some good elements to him, you know. That's why I believe it's like a bigger mystery to like the character of him, or that's just the way Johnny Depp is playing him, you know. I thought he was an awesome character, you know. But in Fantastic Beasts and the Crimes of Grindelwald, I'm giving this a B minus, and I would definitely recommend it for like fans for like the Wizarding World like franchise. You know, if you're a fan of any of those kind of like films, I would definitely recommend it for that crowd. You know, so in the end, I'm giving a Fantastic Beasts and the Crimes of Grindelwald, I'm giving this a B minus. Please leave a comment and subscribe too as well.